You need a special window crank removal tool like this, and just slide it behind here, and it just pops this little clip back just like that. Take this cover off, use a trim tool, just get behind it, and it pops out and then slides up. There's clips that hold that in. Pop this cover off, just get the trim tool underneath here, pop it out, and it just slides out. Kind of slides this way. There's a clip there, 2 clips there. Take this lock knob off, just take a trim tool or a flat blade screwdriver and just slide it out like this, and then it slides out. There's a clip there, 2 clips there. Take this screw out right here, use a 7mm socket. And slide it out. Then underneath the door panel, take this screw out here, use the same 7mm socket. Take that screw out. Take this bolt out right here under the armrest, the same 7mm socket. Just grab the door panel, slide up, and slide it out. If you had the window down, you put the window crank on temporarily and just put the window up. Take that back off. Take off this vapor barrier, just slide it back. You can access right here. This is what the back side of the door handle looks like. You're going to have a nut here, here, and here. So we're going to take this nut off first and get to the other 2. Now I'm going to take the nuts off with a 10mm socket. Before I take the other 2 nuts out, I'm going to take this lock rod off right here. Just need to push the clip to the side. This goes to the lock cylinder in the door, and slide the rod out just like that. Now we'll take this other rod off. This goes to the handle itself and to the latch. And on the back side of this, there's like a hinge. So this unhinges just like that, opens up, and then you can take the rod out just like that. Through here we can access another one of those nuts. Use the 10mm socket with an extension. You can use a magnet to grab the nut. There we go. Take this rubber cover off, just use a trim tool or a screwdriver. And you can access that last nut. Take this one off and just hold the door panel, a door handle on the outside as you take this one off. There you go. Now grab the handle and just slide it out. Slide the rod right up, just like that. Slide that up like that, and slide the rod out. Slide it into the new one, and lock it down. Now we gotta transfer over the lock cylinder. Use a straight blade screwdriver, just get under this little spring clip. Slide it out. With the spring clip out like that, you should be able to push on the cylinder. Push it from the front side and just slide it out. Take it and slide it into the new one. Just get it lined up. and lock it in place. If you have to, you can pry up on this spring clip a little bit, slide it in, and then make sure that locks back down. Now slide this back in position. Now take one of the nuts and reinstall it right here. And just pushing, make sure the handle is lined up correctly. You can snug this nut down. Just snug, not too tight. At this point, you can put this cap back on and take the other nut, and we're going to slide it through there, being careful not to drop it. Get it on the stud. And snug it down. Reattach this lock rod that goes to the lock cylinder. Just slide that into the little red retainer and then lock it down. Now slide the rod that goes to the handle into this clip right here. Just push it like that and close the lock. And the last one, do by feel. Get it in position and snug it down. Slide the vapor barrier back in position. If it doesn't stick, you can always use some butyl tape. Just tape it down. Take the door panel and just line it up. Hold it up a little bit high. Make sure it's locked in. And then push it down. Make sure it's tight all the way around. Looks good. Take the smaller screw, and that one's going to go right here. Get that lined up and tighten it down. Just snug it up. You have these two longer screws. One's going to go right here under the handle. Snug it up. And the other one's going to go right here. And snug it down. Take this piece, slide it over the handle, and then push the front part in first. And it snaps in place. Now make sure the door is unlocked and put this lock switch or lock knob back on. Just slide it in the front first and lock it down. Make sure it works. Now take the window crank and align it in the same position it was when you took it off. Lock it down. And slide this part of the trim in first. Line it up. Lock it down.